Shalom and welcome to this week's edition of the Rabbi's Ramblings. I hope you've had a wonderful week. In this week's parsha, we read a verse that some of you may be familiar with. It reads as follows. Man does not live by bread alone. In fact, there was a burger company that not too long ago ran an ad campaign based on this verse and trying to sell their burgers with this. But I digress. There is the conclusion of the verse, which reads, rather by the utterance of God's mouth does man live. And this is what we're going to be discussing today. There is a twofold lesson for us, and they're as follows. Firstly, when one has success in business or whatever it may be, we right away can begin thinking, wow, that was really smart of me, that was a wonderful idea, it's all about the extra work and effort that I put into it. But we forget that the reason why we are successful is because God gave us the blessing that we should be successful. It's not about the extra effort. Yes, we have to go to work and we have to put effort into it because we have to create a vessel for the blessing. But ultimately, if the blessing don't come, the vessel will remain empty. So when we're successful, we must keep in mind that we should not become egocentric or haughty about it. We should remember that it was God's blessing that made it successful and therefore remain humble. But there is a second blessing that I'd like to speak about. And that is that we see that sometimes people will forego a better paying job instead of having the more rewarding one. That even though while we're trying to make a living, still we see that we seek purpose in our jobs. That we're trying to seek fulfillment in it. And that's what it means when it says that not by bread alone does a man live. Because it's not only for the money, it's also more about the purpose, about the spirituality and the fulfillment. As the story is told of a Russian prisoner who for 25 years labored in a labor camp by turning a wheel. And he thought in his mind that on the other side there is this great powerful mill that was grinding grain, and through his effort. And that was the way he kept this up for 25 years. The day came when he was to be released, and he asked his guards, while he was on the way to the camp, can I please see what is going on the other side of the wall? When they showed him that there was nothing there, and the 25 years of his labor was for naught, was for no purpose, he immediately fainted on the spot. Because while we may be working to make a living, there must be purpose for the fulfillment. So let us remember that anytime we have success, it's because of thanks to Hashem's blessing for us. And we always have to remember that we're not in it for the money. We're not living by the bread alone. We're living in it so we should be comfortable to do Hashem's will. And remember, you matter, so make a difference. Shabbat Shalom.